Alright, I want to record a quick update video for day 4 of Ritual League. I wanted to hit 32 watchstones today, but I only made it to 24. 32 was a bit of an unrealistic goal, considering that this build is more of a slow and steady mapper. I did one full set of Conquerors and another Cyrus kill at Awakening level 5. This Cyrus dropped me an Awakener's Orb, which I converted to about 5 Exalts worth of Chaos. With all the currency that I made today, as well as in the last 2 days, I bought fossils to try and craft my own Elder Bleed Axe. If you want to go about crafting your own Elder Bleed Axe, there are 4 things that you're going to need. First, you need your crafting base. It needs to be at least item level 83, and you'll want a one-handed axe or a bow, depending on what kind of bleed build you're playing. Next, you'll need a potent chaotic resonator. This is going to let you re-roll your weapon over and over again without having to scour it between rolls. You're also going to want corroded and jagged fossils. We want this combination of fossils because they block elemental modifiers that we absolutely don't want on our axe. They will also give us more bleeding and physical modifiers, which are the only mods that we really want on an earthquake axe. For a lacerate axe, we want all the same stats, but we also want attack speed. I'd talk a little bit more about the bases that you'll want later in the video. Those are all the things that you need to craft your own axe. If you're playing in Trade League, a corroded fossil costs about 10 chaos if you're buying in bulk, jagged fossils about 3 chaos, and resonators also about 3 chaos. A royal axe base costs about 50c, and a reaver axe base will cost you maybe 150c from what I've seen. Those are all the things that you need to craft your own axe. That is the next and pretty much only step that I can take to increase my build's damage from here on out. Right now I'm doing about 2 million DPS with an axe that I identified off of the ground at the end of Act 10. So I have not had an upgrade in terms of weapons since day 1. The ideal weapon for any bleed build is an Elder Bleed weapon, and Earthquake is no exception. The issue with bleed builds is that they all tend to want a different kind of weapon. Lacerate wants one-handed axes that attack very fast, so they want a base like a siege axe. And Earthquake wants weapons that attack slow, like a Reaver axe or a Royal axe. I bought one Royal axe early during the day for about 30c, and then another one later in the evening for about 60c. So, buying the bases alone cost me about 1 Exalt. Over the last few days of play, I've picked up a few corroded fossils and jagged fossils, but not nearly enough. So I liquidated the Awakener's Orb that I just got, and I spent 1,000 chaos on buying fossils and resonators to try and craft this axe. I made 60 attempts at crafting this axe, and the second to last attempt was the closest that I came to a real gear upgrade. The axe that I ended up rolling had Culling Strike on it, which is great and turns out to be about a 10% more damage increase since you kill enemies at 10% life instead of when they hit 0 life. However, this axe is missing the crucial mod. Bleeding you inflict with this weapon deals 100% more damage. This mod is incredibly hard to hit. Out of 60 attempts with fossil crafting, I think I only hit it 6 or 7 times. If you want to take a bleed, lacerate, or earthquake build into the endgame where you are doing upwards of 5 million DPS to bosses, I would recommend waiting and instead of crafting your own axe, just buy one once other people have crafted some. I have already spent over 13x on trying to craft this axe and have yet to even come close to the combination of mods that I need. I'm going to keep trying because there are only a few other big gear upgrades I need, but this would be the one that has the most impact on the build. As always, I'm going to leave a link to my most recent day of play's Path of Building. I do also stream this build sometimes, so check it out if you want. I hope this video was helpful.